and we're standing here at the location of our Walnut Street project for Poplar Village Gardens. This is part of an environmental justice grant and a neighborhood improvement grant to provide safe soil for people to grow their own food in. And so yesterday we had our volunteer work day. I thought we'd go through and maybe talk a little bit about why we have things set up the way that we do. For instance, if you look down, you can see that there is mulch covering the entire lot. This is intentional and it's necessary. We had the soil tested for lead, and the growing recommendation for the amount of lead in the soil is that we cover the lot with 4 inches of mulch in any area where people are going to be walking in order to avoid any lead-filled dust or lead contaminants in the soil getting on the food. And the other recommendation is that we grow in raised beds. They can be like this. You can make them out of so many things. If you look them up on the web, there's so many different designs. So these were the beds that we chose to do this. Part of our design for the site, which I will show you on a map, is that we will have 3 keyhole beds. This keyhole bed is part of a Mandalay style design where there will be beds all around it. And then we will have 2 more keyhole beds and a couple more rectangular beds farther on down the lot. I wanted to talk a little bit about how we filled these beds and how we are working on making sure that we have some good soil in here. And what we did, we took some trees down on this lot and we left the remains. And what we've done with all of these beds is we put some trees in the bottom of each of these beds, followed by some mulch and wood chips in order to fill in the cracks and all of that. We did have some greenery from a bush that we had to cut part of it off in order to have access to the entire lot. And so that greenery is over here. If you want to see, there is this is a bed where we've put the mulch on top of the wood, and then we put the greenery on here because we had it available. That's part of permaculture too, is trying to use the resources on site instead of bringing them from outside or from getting rid of them and sending them off-site. I had a whole shopping bag full of spring bulbs. In fact, you can see them. There's one coming up right there. These are coming up late enough in the season that they probably will not flower, but they will grow and collect sunlight. And then when we get into the next season, they'll be here to give us a little bit of color in the spring.